Well, what do we have here? Michael Snyder via the Economic Collapse blog. Been a while since I've done an article from his site. He's got good stuff. Again, he's running for I forget if it's Congress or Senate. He's the kind of guy you want in there. Um, the number of Americans living in their vehicles explodes as the middle class continues to disappear. Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? My buddy Dave, California. He said we went together. Sent the pictures of the RVs lined up and down the streets in Silicon Valley because people can't afford to live in a regular house because they're so expensive. And even with big salaries, six-figure salaries, still can't do it and are living in RVs, right? The number of Americans living in their vehicles explodes as the middle class continues to disappear. If the U.S. economy is really doing so well, then why is homelessness rising so rapidly? As the gap, and again, this isn't just California, but yeah, you're going to hear about LA. If it's really doing so well, then why is homelessness rising so rapidly? As the gap between the rich and the poor continues to increase, and again, it's coming in. I'm hoping cryptos do their thing so well that you don't become the gap between the rich and the poor, that you're somewhere in the middle, and not necessarily rich even, although that would be nice, but at least on the scale, this side's a little way down more than the poor side. You know what I mean? So that you don't become one of these statistics. As the gap between the rich and the poor continues to increase, the middle class is steadily eroding. In fact, I recently gave my readers 15 signs that the middle class in America is being systematically destroyed, which he links. More Americans are falling out of the middle class and into poverty with each passing day, and this is one of the big reasons why the number of homelessness is rising or surging. For example, the number of people living on the street in LA has shot up 75% over just the last 6 years. But of course, LA is far from alone. Other major cities on the West Coast are facing similar problems, and that includes Seattle. It turns out, another liberal area? Oh, no kidding. It turns out that the Emerald City has seen a 46% rise in the number of people sleeping in their vehicles in just the last year. Whoa. The past year. The number of people who live in their vehicles because they can't find affordable housing is on the rise, even though the practice is illegal in many U.S. cities. The number of people residing in campers and other vehicles surged 46% over the past year, a recent homeless census in Seattle's King County, Washington, found. The problem is exploding in cities with expensive housing markets, including Los Angeles, Portland, and San Francisco. About to say, I know they had to add San Francisco. That's the one I was telling you about with Silicon Valley, I believe. According to Governing Magazine. Amazon, Microsoft, and other big tech companies are in the Seattle area. It is a region that is supposedly prospering, and yet this is going on. Sadly, it isn't just major urban areas that are seeing more people sleeping in their vehicles. Over in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, many of the homeless sleep in their vehicles even in the middle of winter. Stephanie Monroe, Managing Director of Children, Youth, and Family Services at Volunteers of America, Dakotas, tells a similar story. At least 25% of the nonprofit's Sioux Falls clients have lived in their vehicles at some point, even during winter's sub-freezing temperatures. Quote, many of our communities don't have formal shelter services, she said in an interview. It can lead to individuals resorting to living in their cars or other vehicles. It is time to admit that we have a problem. The number of homeless in this country is surging, and we need to start coming up with some better solutions. Again, QE, quantitative easing, trickle-down effect. Yeah, it'll trickle down from the rich to the poor. How's that working out? How has that been working out? And old Snippy, his brain gears always turning. What else could I be doing? And I'm not just, income sources as well. Okay, I got YouTube, my day job, I'm doing Patreon. And again, my day job at some point here, probably not the too distant future, I'm like I said, I'm gonna really focus on the Patreon stuff and other things. I had an idea the other day. I'm thinking, okay, when you're not like, and listen, first of all, I love my job, my day job. It's a great job. It's a good job. Okay. I have my own office. It's laid back. I'm not pressured. You know what I mean? Like, it's a good job. But you're still tied down to a job. You can't just come and go as you please. Obviously, it's a job. You got to come in. You got to do work. But not having that day job and saying, okay, well, I had YouTube and I've got Patreon. I had all kinds of interesting ideas that I've never thought about come in. And I said, I saw some YouTube video of this guy and this girl, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, something. And they go around like some of these old abandoned towns and abandoned places and just film it and, do it. I'm thinking, how fun would that be? To just go around the United States in this case, there's plenty of places to go, and visit interesting spots, film it, upload a video about it, and I was like, that'd be kind of neat. Or, oh, hey, blockchain convention, or hey, this is happening, oh, hey, there's a meetup group. It'd be nice to say, you know what, I'm going to head over there. I don't have a day job that I have to worry about. Now, when I say worry, I mean worry about them, me not being there, they need something, in IT, you're the guy. So I'm just thinking, man, I could do quite a bit. We could get out and do all kinds of different stuff, And so I, just something I was thinking about is all I'm saying here. As some possibilities of, oh, hey, when you don't have a job, you can do things, other things. And why not film it? Oh, there's a something going down in Washington, D.C., little protest. Oh, hey, you know what? Jason at 4 reporting live. Oh, gotta wait till October. Community guideline strike for a 2-year-old video of nothingness. Oh, okay. Put it in the future. Guys, I'm going to live stream. We got Antifa over here screwing around. We're going live. Oh, some of y'all want to meet me? In case we need some backup, let's go. Let's roll. F it, we're doing it live stream. F it, we'll do it live stream. Right, just some thoughts. Got time on your hands? Do something. Oh, hey, could be some interesting things. I could literally say, guys, next month, whatever, and I mean like in the future, next month or such and such date, where are most of you guys at? Let's have some meetups. Where y'all at? Snippy will come and hang out. All right, I'll do one over there up in Georgia. We'll meet in Georgia. Or how about the next one? Oh, over there, a little bit northeast, okay, or northwest. Let's go. Just for the hell of it. Why not? Got nothing but time, son. So anyways, just thought about that. That came in recently as I realized, oh yeah, when you don't have a job, you don't have to be around. You could be anywhere. I got Jean-Claude. He's building his thing out in Canada, which is, I'm not going to call it a duplicate thing of ESETI, but he had the calling, and he's been sending me pictures and the beautiful colors and things that are showing up in his pictures. And I don't mean like creatures or something, but just energy being caught on camera, film, or not film these days, digital. It's insane. And he's getting these rock structures and all these things. I'm like, man, I'm going to be visiting him for sure. But again, I'm like, my mom saw him. It's like, I see you in a cave. Like, he's like, and I look at him like, oh, I know what that means. I know what that means. You already told me the cave story. Can Snippy come? Hey, what, you think you found the cave? When and where do we meet? You know what I'm saying? Bring in the camera equipment. And yeah, I think I'll have a couple upgraded cameras at that time if I'm going out and about. You know what I'm saying? Like doing this properly. Backup, batteries, and but I thought, man, we could film all kinds of different stuff and do things. And do my normal stuff. What the hell? Do it. So anyways, let's get back on track here. Finish this article for you. It's time to admit we have a problem. The number of homeless in this country is surging, and we need to start coming up with some better solutions. But instead, many communities are simply passing laws that make it illegal for people to sleep in their cars. A recent survey by the National Law Center on Homelessness and Poverty, which tracks policies in 187 cities, found the number of prohibitions against vehicle residency has more than doubled during the last decade. Right? We never like dealing with the problems. Just even in Tampa area, Florida, Hillsborough County, homeless people got word don't come down here. Because if you're seen anywhere near an intersection, holding a sign, first time's a warning. Second time, I'm going to have to arrest you. That's how that went. Not me, really, because I'm not a cop, but, So they got word, don't go down there, because there was a lot of homeless people. We were seeing them on all these different corners, like, whoa. So again, rather than deal with the problem, ban them from coming in. Okay, where do they go? They go where the laws allow them to come. Just why not fix the problem? I'm in IT. My brain is always in IT mode. How do I make this faster, better, upgraded, life easier for these people? When I'm building the CRM and I'm adding functions and things, what can I do to make this easier? Okay, well, they don't need to go into Outlook, create a new Outlook calendar entry. Let me just create a button on the CRM that already grabs your comments, grabs the date of last contact, and just dumps it in there for you. Okay, let's do that. Right? If the government was in charge, they'll ban you from putting the comments in there. Needed comments and needed time frame to contact the customer back. Ban them. Get rid of it. The most inefficient thing ever. Government. Anyways, those laws are not going to solve anything. At best, they will just encourage some of the homeless to go somewhere else, which is precisely what I just told you. And if our homelessness crisis is escalating this dramatically while the economy is supposedly growing, how bad are things going to be once the next recession officially begins? Now that is a good question. And again, that hopefully you don't have to deal with if your freaking crypto portfolio is looking really nice. Or at least you deal with less of it. Oh, I got my car paid off. I got the credit cards paid off. Recession hit. Yep, we're going to cut back on spending because we have to. But I only have my house payment, so, that's good. Or maybe you're lucky enough, hey, don't even have the house payment. We're recession. What recession? Life's good over here, right? That's what you'd like to be feeling. We live at a time when the cost of living is soaring, but our paychecks are not. As a result, middle-class families are being squeezed like never before. A recent MarketWatch article highlighted the plight of California history teacher Matt Berry and his wife, Nicole. Nicole. Barry's wife, Nicole, teaches as well. And this is from the article. They each earn $69,000, a combined salary that not too long ago was enough to afford a comfortable family life. But due to the astronomical costs in his area, including real estate, a 1,500 square foot starter home. By the way, mine several years back, we had ours like in 2003 or 4, $111,000. 1,500 something square foot house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, almost a quarter of an acre, I think. Not that that was a lot of land, but it was a corner lot. So their 1,500 square foot home, starter home, costs around $680,000. Can I just tell you something? This house that I live in now isn't even close to that price. And I was pretty happy getting this house with some acreage, and a pool, and a freaking office, with cryptocurrency profits, thank you. And it ain't even that. Teachers are killing themselves, says Barry says in Alyssa Court's new book, Squeezed, Why Our Families Can't Afford America. I shouldn't be having to drive Uber at 8 o'clock at night on a weekday. I just shut down from the mental toll. Grading papers between rides, thinking of what I could be doing instead of driving, like creating a curriculum, end quote. Home prices are completely out of control. But that bubble should burst soon, which again, he links from, when was this article published? Does he have a time on this one? Just trying to find if there's a time, just to give you an idea when he actually said this. 2 days ago, 4 days ago. Oh, not too long ago. Housing crash 2.0? Experts warn that the U.S. housing market looks headed for the worst slowdown in years. That was his other article. Amongst the other ones I've been reading about housing lately. Anyways, I don't think you need me to read you that one now. However, other elements of our cost of living are only going to become even more painful. Healthcare costs rise much faster than the rate of inflation every year. Food prices are becoming incredibly ridiculous, and the cost of college tuition is off the charts. I'm going to stop here. There's a little bit more to this. But I saw a commercial maybe 2 nights ago. Such and such, got the car, beautiful new car, driving down the street, nice little side shot, yeah. Lease now for only $229 a month. Well, what's that? 39-month lease. Huh. I thought they did leases earlier. Lower, 36 months. Now it's 39 months? What's that? The additional 3 months? Like, what's that for? And that's a lease anyways. We're not even talking about your 10-year potential car loan they do. No, what payments do you need to be at? Well, I can afford about $250 a month. Oh, that price of $359 was for a 5-year loan. I could bump you up to 8 years and get you down below $250. So I'm going to have a car for 8 years that I'm paying on? Yeah. And people do it. Got to have my new car, or I just need a damn car. But again, I want a new car. I work hard for my money. I'm tired of, I need to get myself something for once. People do that. I do it. I'm tired of doing it. I got to get something. I work hard for my money. It's easy to do that. And damn it, you're right. You're right for thinking that. You work all damn day, 40 hours a week to barely make stuff, make payments on things. No, I want something now for myself, And if you can't actually have something else, well, damn it, let me just replace my car and get a new car. At least when I'm driving to work and then cussing back and forth on the way to work, traffic and can't get a raise this year and all that. At least I'm driving in style. And you pull the trigger, and now you got payments for 5, 8, 7, whatever, 9, 10 years. Out of frustration and just, I can get this. I can afford this. They're telling me I can get this. It's like buying a car in 2008 with the new 10-year loans they got out. And finally paying it off this year. Making your final payment. Yeah. And you've paid interest for those 10 years. Add the interest up. What was it? Ooh. Anyways, we got a problem or two in this country. And again, I try with all my might with cryptos to get you to see the light over there and be patient so that a lot of the stuff that I come out here and talk about news-wise doesn't affect you, or very little does it affect you. That's the goal anyways. And if it all blows up, hey, I'm sorry I tried. Gave it the old college try. But damn it, pretty darn certain it's going to work. Just be patient. Take care.